Roman Reigns winning at Clash in Italy was the wrong decision, and they might have just effed it up. Clash in Italy is over. Welcome to my review. Let's talk about it. We will talk about Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu first. This had a very controversial finish, and so did Gunther versus Cody, which I will be going over at the end of the video and talking about that controversial finish. This was a tribal combat match. I will add, it was an absolute banger of a match. We had barricades getting broken. We had a table get broken. We had Jacob Fatu no-sell 2 Superman punches in a row. We had him hit a nasty spear. We had just so many awesome spots here. And I, along with many other people, wanted Jacob Fatu to win this because it would be such an interesting story having Jacob Fatu be the tribal chief throughout this summer and having Roman chase back after the Ulafala and the World Heavyweight Championship throughout the summer, just because it would frankly be more interesting to a lot of people, including me. And in my predictions video, I predicted that Jacob Fatu would win, and it would be a fun couple months with Jacob Fatu as the tribal chief. I also predicted this match to happen in my match card predictions video, so that's cool. But back to the point, I don't think Roman winning was necessarily like a bad, horrible decision, but I definitely wanted Jacob Fatu to win here. Imagine just having this, absolute monster at the head of the bloodline, running things with the World Heavyweight Championship, running Raw, with Roman Reigns chasing after him. Maybe even with Zilla Fatu. I predicted Zilla would debut, and that's how Jacob would win, but that didn't end up happening. It was actually a clean match. And as much as I love Roman Reigns, I really would have just loved to see this because it would have been something different, and Roman Reigns is so good when he is chasing after just things in general. When he was chasing after Solo, that was awesome for the Ulafala, and then the trilogy at SummerSlam would have been awesome. But the big upside I see in this is we likely will now get a new Roman Reigns feud. They kind of teased the MFT and Solo as his next feud. I really hope that's not his next feud. I want something outside of the bloodline for his next feud. But I don't know exactly what's going to go down with Jacob Fatu. Is he just going to straight up acknowledge Roman and fall in line? I don't really see that happening. And I don't really want to see him stuck in the bloodline. I'm interested at least to see if Jacob actually acknowledges him or not. After the match, he kind of stared down with MFT, teasing maybe, reuniting with him, which I really hope they don't do. I would much rather have him be in Roman's bloodline than the MFT or MFTs. Like I said, I don't think this is a bad decision necessarily, but I don't think it was the best decision. I really do wish Jacob won here. The next match we have to talk about is a WWE Women's Championship match between the champion Rhea Ripley and the challenger Jade Cargill. First of all, we all know how good their WrestleMania match was. This match was even better. Absolutely love this match. These two women worked really well together. Rhea Ripley ended up retaining. I don't think that's a bad decision at all. Rhea Ripley has helped revive this dead division. So Rhea Ripley, I'm perfectly fine with her winning. I kind of prefer Jade, but I am not complaining about Rhea at all. And Charlotte actually helped Rhea Ripley win. She took out B-Fab and Michin to stop them from interfering with the match, or at least more than they did. They also botched a spot where B-Fab was supposed to put Jade's leg on the rope during the pin, but she missed her leg, and the ref had to awkwardly not count to 3, even though he should have. So that led to some awkwardness, but that was really the only blemish in this match. They kind of recreated their WrestleMania moment where Jade went for the Jaded, Rhea slipped under, went for the Riptide, and then Jade countered the Riptide into a DDT. That was an awesome sequence. I don't know how in the hell they pulled that off, but it was awesome. So since Charlotte helped Rhea win, I'm guessing we are going to finally get this Jade versus Charlotte feud going into SummerSlam, and probably get the big match at SummerSlam. Because, I mean, Jade has taken 2 clean losses. I did predict Jade to win, so I did unfortunately get this wrong. But no complaints from me here. Really good match. Then we had the meet-off. Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar Part 2. This, of course, was another banger of a match. It started off with Brock hitting 4 F5s. And as soon as he hit that first F5, I was like, oh dear God, no. They're going to have Obafemi get squashed. And I was ready to cry. Maybe not actually, but I was really upset. And then he went for the cover, and Obafemi kicked out. And I was like, oh yeah, here we go. Let's go. I think it would have been even better if he just kicked out at 1. I think that would have been awesome. And I said before this match that there is not a wrong choice to who wins here. And Brock Lesnar ended up winning. Perfectly fine with me. Series is tied 1-1. Tiebreaker at SummerSlam makes all the sense in the world. We had an F5 through the table. I think Oba kicked out of like 5 total F5s, which is just crazy, making him look like an absolute monster in the process of this match. I predicted that this match would end in a no contest because of like a huge brawl. That didn't end up happening, but like I said, I'm completely okay with that. Just an absolute cinema match. And after the match, for some reason, Brock Lesnar said 1 + 1 = you're done, bitch. I'm not quite sure what that means. I'm a little confused about that. That doesn't make any sense. Really good match. I love this. No complaints whatsoever. Then we had the Women's Intercontinental Championship match between the champion Becky Lynch and the challenger Sol Ruca. And oh boy, did this match bang. Incredible, incredible match. I predicted Sol Ruca to win here. I know I wanted her to win. I said she should win. Let me see what I said. What I said who will win. I did predict that Sol will win, so very glad that I got that right. It was an absolutely incredible moment in front of that absolutely amazing, incredible crowd in Italy who was awesome and loud all night for every match. But for some reason, Jade Cargill and Jacob Fatu literally got no pop when they came out. I'm not sure why. But especially Jade, what the heck? I'm so glad Sol Ruca won this title. She absolutely deserves it. She's going to do great things with this title. And I think this feud should continue. And Sol Ruca can cement herself by defeating Becky Lynch yet again at SummerSlam. Hopefully this finally shuts down all the Becky Hogan. People just calling her Becky Hogan, because it's so annoying. Next, let's talk about the final match. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther for the undisputed WWE Championship, with Cody being the champion and Gunther being the challenger. Now, I'm sorry, I forgot that image was there. That caught me off guard. A solid match, but the main focus of this match was the ending. Cody pinned Gunther, and at the beginning of the count, Gunther had his leg under the bottom rope very clearly, very obviously, but the ref still counted to 3. I'm fairly sure that this was a botch. However, I don't exactly know for sure if it was a botch or if it was supposed to happen to protect Gunther. I did predict Cody Rhodes to win here, so at least I got that right. It's looking like we're probably going to get a rematch, probably at Night of Champions. Unfortunately, I don't really want to see a rematch because I just don't like this feud, really. My question is, though, where is Randy Orton? He punted Cody at the end of WrestleMania and just disappeared. He despawned. He left the chat. I predicted him to return here. He just didn't. And I'm really starting to get concerned that he's not going to return until after SummerSlam. I think if he doesn't return by like Night of Champions, he's just not coming back until after SummerSlam or at SummerSlam. We need Randy Orton back because it just feels like a filler feud. It's not very fun. It's kind of boring. Just Randy Orton, please come back. I'm glad Gunther lost at least, though. That's what I wanted. But overall, I would give, this was a really good premium live event. I would give Clash in Italy an 8.5 out of 10. This was awesome. The only reason it's not higher is because of some botches. Gunther and Cody, B-Fab missing Jade's leg and putting on the ropes, and Roman Reigns not losing. I wanted Jacob to win. But let me know what you thought of this, of Clash at Italy. Thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want, and